Hey everyone, Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. It is Monday, November 22nd, Thanksgiving week. Glad you could all be here with me today. At Forex Smart Trade, our mission is to help you be the best version of yourself. And we do that by helping you become an excellent trader. And we do that with our teaching you how to use our super accurate proprietary trading tools, and we supplement that with what we consider to be the best in the business one-on-one personalized training. We think one-on-one training is really the only way to learn currency trading. With that, in this session, I focus on a couple trades that I like. There are well over a dozen signals that you can use off of our indicators. And the two I'm going to focus on tonight are one called the 10-point trade, which basically we try to get all the lines to line up. And the second is a little scalp trade that we call the thick orange line trade. So with that, let us get going. We're going to start with by listening to this guy. So let's do that.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
Blah, 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 blah. Hey, this week is, as it being Thanksgiving week, we will not be doing a trade session on Thursday morning. I would probably not trade on Wednesday because the volume is going to be very, very low. Even though the currency market will be open Wednesday and Thursday because it's not a holiday elsewhere in the world, but when the U.S. isn't participating, the volume is going to be way down. And even today, I'll probably be a little bit more careful on considering the trades, given that a lot of people are traveling, have already started traveling to wherever they're going for Thanksgiving. So another great thing about working with the program is we do these live trades where someone like me comes online, does their analysis, so it's a bit of a teaching moment, and then recommends a trade. So it's kind of like a free fish. Usually the people doing this are very, very good traders. So if you consistently follow them, you will be net ahead. The yellow is what's available to light members. The green is what's available to regular members. And as you can see, every morning at 10 a.m. they do a live trade. Every evening at 10 p.m. they do a live trade. There's a trade on Saturday. There's trade on Sunday. There's a trade on Saturday. If you're not consistently doing 10 pips a day, you should be attending these and copying the trades because historically they've netted very positive pips. I trade off of a little checklist, and I have gone ahead and checked. I've gone ahead and kind of like a pilot's checklist. I've already checked that we are connected to Green Chart and MetaTrader 4. Good practice is every day you should be reviewing what you do to figure out what you did wrong and what you could do better. That's in addition to the back testing. Live trading is different than back testing. You can get confidence with the back testing, but it's different when somebody's shooting at you. So you should be doing that. As we are technical traders, that means we trade based on the price action, and that's one of the things that our indicators are very good at, simplifying and foretelling. But news does impact currency, so we want to know what the news is to be able to trade around it, and we do that by going to forexfactory.com. Forexfactory.com breaks news down into 3 categories: orange, which is medium impact; yellow, which is low impact; and red, which is high impact. So in the middle of the night tonight, we've got a couple reds on the euro. German manufacturing PMI. Dollar's been getting really strong, as you've been following, even though we've got lots of issues with the U.S. economy. Things are worse in Europe. So even though you'd say, well, gee, I think the dollar should be getting weaker, it's all relative. So they're having a harder time, or they're doing more bonehead things than we are. So that's why it's helpful to trade with the indicators. And when there's news announcements, that trade that I gave out tonight on the euro dollar, the buy should close before we hit this. So we should be okay there. And tonight we will, we'll see. But I guess we need to pay attention of what we're going to do with the euro. And anything we take tonight would be closed before tomorrow morning. So, yeah, we got to watch out for the euro. So with that, let's just get into the trading. This is the light 6 major chart. I call it the composite chart. It's got the 6 currency pairs on it, all on a 1-hour candle. And it allows us to quickly scan the market and see what's available for a good trade. Australian US dollar. We start with the middle chart, the majors and the minors. The charts work better when one of the currency pairs or both are kind of morning time trading, where there's a little bit more volume. So in Australia, it's approaching morning. So we'll start with the majors and minors. This is the middle part of the chart. And we're looking for situations where we are oversold. That is, the lines are below the red line, or overbought, where the lines are above the blue line. And if they're below the red line, as we've got here on the Australian US dollar, we want to see everybody going up. And we want to see what's known as a double cross, where the green line is on top of the red and the gray line's on top of the black. And we have that here. So we have 3 points. One, that we're oversold. Even though it's gone into the channel, I'm considering this oversold. 2, that the lines are pointing up. And 3, that we've got the double cross. The red line hasn't quite hit halfway. So I will still consider this. So if I've got 3 points here, the next thing I want to do, and the other thing I like about this, is the steepness of the lines. Minors, the black and gray lines, are very steep. Majors are pretty steep. I like the green line is less steep here the last hour, and then it's gotten more steep. And you can see it's resulted in the candle shooting up. So we've got 3 points here. Then I'm going to go to my TNTs and count how many lines are consistent with what I'm seeing here. So I've got a buy signal here. 2 orange lines are going up, both giving me a buy signal. Blue lines are inversely related. So when blue's going down, that means up. So dotted blue's coming down. I got 3 out of the 4 here. I need 3 out of 4 to proceed. So I've got clear sailing. And I'm going to look at the pressure. And I want the pressure either to be going, the lines going up, which they're not, they're sideways, or I want the green line on top. I've got the green line on top. When that happens, I have I've got 7 points here, 3 points here, 3 points here, 1 point here. When I got 7 points, I've got the setup for a good trade. So now I need to do kind of a little bit more analysis to decide exactly how I want to do this. But if I look here at my technical support, I want to know what the support and resistance are, what the trend is. What we're going to do before we look at the support and resistance is I want to get a little bit of support to see if this is a good trade. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to open up a new chart. AUD, USD. And let's see, I don't have that here. I am going to look at, AUD USD. Here we go. I'm going to open it up. And what I want to see is, why does this look a little different? No, I guess it looks the same. So this was the chart we were just looking at on the 1 hour chart. Here I've got, instead of having a composite chart that's showing me different time frames, I've got one chart that's showing me multiple time frames on one currency. So here's the 1 hour chart. I want to look at the 2 hour chart and the 4 hour chart to get support for this signal. What I'm looking for is I want to see that the majors and minors are oversold. They don't necessarily, the lines don't have to be going up like they do here, but I want to see that they're oversold. And the reason for that is that gives me confidence that if this signal changes, at some point we're going to be going up. So even if it takes a little bit longer than what I'm looking at, we're still going up. Here, we have the double cross and everybody going up. We have the pressures not with us, but the line is kinked and the lines are converging, so I like that. I don't really pay as much attention to what's going on the TNT. On the 4 hour chart, I also have everybody oversold. Here, the lines are still, the minors have started to come up. Majors are sideways. And I've got down pressure with red on top also. Both green lines have kinked. So this is converging. This is turning. So I like the setup that I'm seeing. I don't pay as much attention to the day chart, but I like the day chart also. You can see we've been oversold now for 4 days. But we're oversold and the green line's going up. So I like that in addition to what I'm seeing here. If I didn't have this, it wouldn't bother me, but it makes me like it a little bit more given I see this. So once I have this, it's like, all right, this looks like a good trade. Then the question is, what's it worth? And how am I going to figure out what it's worth is I am going to open up a new chart. I'm sorry I don't have all these open, but it seems when I have too many charts open and I start streaming, it causes the thing to lock up. So to try to avoid it locking up on me, we'll do it this way. So I want to know what the trend is. And what do you think the trend is? Downtrend. So we're trading into a downtrend. And I want to add some support and resistance to this. So to add some support and resistance are spots where the lines seem to naturally, or the candles seem to naturally stop. So I am going to go to my tools, go to my horizontal line. I'm going to drop a horizontal line in and then move it to where I see some natural stopping. So we've got some natural stopping right in here, right in here, right in here, 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 here. And we're interested in this because these natural stopping spots seem to drive what is the price action. So the price will a lot of buying or selling has gone on there, and it needs to relieve itself before it goes to the next level. So if we know where those are, we can trade around the spots. So right in here, over here, here, here. So we've got one above. All right, so now I'm going to open this back up. We're trading into a down trade. We're taking a buy trade. And so when I'm taking a buy trade, I am going to take less pips than I might normally take because I am trading against the trend. Now, the issue with trading against the trend is, let's see if we get this a little bigger so we can see it better. So we have just kind of broken through this resistance line. Ideally, I'd like to wait till next hour if it closes above this resistance line. But we're above it, so that is good because I'm afraid that it might pull back. But so we've got 31 pips to this line. We're not going to take 31 pips. But I think we could probably take 17 pips. 17 pips here. Oops, let's try it again. $17, 18 pips, 6 pips. $31 pips to the line. I like this for 15 pips. 15 pip buy. If you want to be conservative, take 10 pips. If you want to be conservative, take 10 pips. I am going to go for 15 pips. Let's just double check the signal one more time before we take it. Yes, here. I'm going to take this because the red line hasn't hit the halfway mark yet. We still have all the signals here, oversold here and going up, oversold here and going up. So let's go ahead and take this for 15 pips. Open my chart. My MetaTrader 4, so I'm going to look and see if I get AUD USD open, and I do. If you did not have it open, go to File, New Chart, and AUD USD is right on the top here. Open it up, then go on the second line. It has New Order. I'm going to check, make sure my symbol's right, my volume. This is the size of the trade that I'm going to do. A lot size of 1 equals an account of $100,000. I've got a $11,000 balance in my account. One of the great things about currency is that you can trade using leverage. So that means the broker is going to lend you money to make this trade. And that's one of the reasons we can make more money than normal. on other things because we're using someone else's money to trade. The reverse side is true, is that you can also, if you're not careful and you don't have the right protection on your trade, you could lose just as quickly. So good trading practice is having the right risk management and lot size. So if I move this decimal place over 4 spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm going to take a lot size of 1.1 in this account. I'm not going to worry about the stop loss and take profit now. I just want to get the trade in. It's going to be a market execution, so I'm going to do a market buy. It records the buy. Then I'm going to go down to the order line down here, and I'm going to right-click on it, go to modify, and now I'm going to add my stop loss and take profit. So we said we wanted 15 pips. 15 pips is the equivalent of 150 points. If I type 150 in here and click the little blue button, the copy as button, it does the math for me. And here, tell you what, we will use a we will use a 2-to-1 stop loss here. 2-to-1 stop loss. So we're going to use 300, 30 pip stop loss on a 15 pip take profit. Then I click the modify button. It records it all. So here we got in at, we did a buy on the Australian US dollar, AUD USD, with a take profit of 0.72413 and a stop loss of 0.51963. And now we've got still got 8 minutes left. So let's go and see if we can find another trade. Now I am going to go back to our composite index, and I am going to see, I'm going to use a different signal. I'm going to use the thick orange line signal. Thick orange line signal, we start up here with the TNTs, and I'm looking to see what this thick orange line does. And the way we in this trade, basically, is a little scalp trade. It's good for 5 pips. We don't have to do any analysis on it. All we've got to do is see that the conditions exist for it. And those conditions are, is this number 0 or 10? Oh, this is a scale. This number is a scaled number. So when it is at 10, it's telling us, hey, I don't think there's any more up in the movement. It's gone as far as it's gone. It's going to go up. If that's the case, it's a good sell time. Likewise, if it's at 0, it's telling us there's no more down in the movement. But one of the keys to being a good trader is having that high accuracy. And we've simplified this to try to get you to the point where if you take the information the chart's giving you, you will get that high accuracy. So I want to see something that confirms that, yeah, we've indeed topped out. So I'm going to look at my majors and minors, and I want to see all of these lines well above the blue. They are not. So even though we've got a 10 here, these lines are in the middle of the channel, and we've just actually placed a trade saying, hey, this is going to run all the way through the channel, and when it does, we're going to get 15 pips. So we got part 1, but not part 2. Euro USD, part 1, we're at 10, but we don't have part 2. Pound dollar, part 1, but not part 2. The lines are kind of touching. The red line hasn't even gotten there yet. I want the lines way up here. I want to see the lines like we're looking at here on the Euro USD on the minors. Part 1 and part 2 here. So we've got both parts here, but we're not going to take this one because it's off hours on both of these pairs. This trade works when there's volume, and when there's no volume, it's not going to work. So it's almost 7 o'clock here in Canada. So there's no volume behind it. So we're going to pass. 0 here, part 1. But look where the line is. The line is overbought. I want the line to be oversold. So no. Wow, this was a nice move, huh? Let's see here. 0 USD JPY. USD JPY. All right. So take a look. We're at 0, and we've been at 0 for 3 hours. This candle, and this candle. So we've been here 3 hours. So in hour 1, it was in the middle of the channel. In hour 2, it was just touching the line. In hour 3, it is below the line. My only hesitancy here is I'd like to see the red line just a little bit further down. So I'm thinking about it as I'm looking at it. So USD JPY. USD JPY. Yeah, let's go ahead and take it. Five pips buy. 5 pip buy on the USD JPY because we have a 0 here. And we've got all 4 lines well below the red. Below the oversold. Ideally, I'd like to see this line just a little bit lower. You know what? We actually have 2 more minutes. 3 more minutes. Let's see if we see anything better. So I'm going to just open up a new chart. When we get to like 1 minute left, we're going to go take this trade. So what I'm going to do is we'll go to majors 2. Let's save this real quick. And don't save. So 7, no. 8, no. 10, yes. Not high enough. 7, no. 4, no. 9, yes. It has to be, if it's within 1 of 10, it's okay. So this is okay, but this isn't there. Let's look at the major 3. So this is a nice little trade because you can evaluate it very fast. And it's only good at the top of the hour. Two, no. 9, yes. But not all the lines are above, so we're going to pass. 5, no. 3, no. 10, yes, but the majors and minors aren't there. 7. So let's go ahead and take that USD JPY trade. Let's go back and just double check, make sure it's still good. So USD JPY, I already have it. If you don't have it, go to File, New Chart, and find it. It's in the top category there, second row. We're going to go to New Order, and it was a what was the signal? Where is the signal? It is a buy. So let's go ahead and take it real quick. So buy, I'm not going to worry about. Make sure your volume's right, 1.1. And now I'm going to go down. I'm going to add my modify. This is worth 5 pips. 5 pips is 50 points. And we use a 4-to-1 stop. So I'm going to go to 200. And I just want to make sure I get the full 5 pips. I got in at 114.805. So I'm going to go to 0.850. 852. 852. So the second trade was a buy on the USD JPY. Take profit is 114.852. 114.852 with the stop loss of 114.594. And actually, let's go back and take a look and see. So tell us a little bit. All right, and you can see that the line, the thick orange line, has gone up now this hour. Some traders like to wait till the candle actually changes, and they want to see this number change by 1. So we were at 10, it's gone to 2, so we're good. So I'm hoping that we get this within the next hour. All right, gang. Excuse me. We took 2 good trades tonight. And by the time we wake up tomorrow morning, excuse me, hopefully both will have closed. Let's see what we have for questions. All right. Thank you, Daniel, for the Thanksgiving wishes. All right, gang. So we'll see you tomorrow morning. If you are new, we are happy to let you try our indicators on a 30-day trial, and we'll give you a little one-on-one training to help get you going. Just go to the forexsmarttrade.com/register page and get yourself registered, and we will take good care of you. All right, gang. We will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.